Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in 3 minutes. Very quickly, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time, compared to having already recorded everything and now coming back and explaining what's already happened. So this is not a trade recap. This is not a post commentary. I literally do not know what's coming next. So if you just want an unscripted, nitty gritty, raw look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you. So I will go ahead and pause for now, and I'll be back at the open. All right, I'm going to try to pick up a put here at 25.50. And too late. There it goes. All right, so let's switch over to calls then. Gonna go to 29. 25. So now I'm looking to play potentially some calls here. Actually, no. I think I can get lower than that. Yeah, I want this thing down below 1100. Let's call it. I'm looking off screen right now. Yeah, 1097. So it's at, I'm trying to do some mental math here. That's the thing with options. You kind of got to guess somewhat. Yeah. So the guess right now is at 28.75, but that is certainly subject to change. But again, I need to see this down below 1100 before I would be interested to play some calls. But yeah, I was trying to pick up a put, but I didn't get filled because I tried to get filled on the bid before it came down. So it was a little too slow on that. But yeah, 1101, definitely going to be a key area that I'm interested in. So let's see what happens. I'll go ahead and pause for now. All right, coming down, I'm at 28.50. That's my... I'm going now to 28. Yeah, I like 28. Like I said, it is a guessing game, so going to 27.50. Come on down a bit more. And I need Tesla stock to come down if I'm going to get filled. I'm at 26.50 now. Like I said, Tesla needs to drop down just a bit more. Okay, coming down. Come on. I'm at 26 now. Needs to come down just a bit more. It's a game of patience. Now it's bouncing. So maybe I was off just slightly there. Yep. Okay, well, I'm not going to give up on it yet, but I'll go ahead and pause for now. All right, I'm at 23.75 here. So I need Tesla to come down a bit more. And I know I keep saying a bit more, but that is the guessing game. Okay, I'm close. Oh, how did I not get filled there? There we go. Okay, in there. 23.75. So looking for some sort of bounce. I got a small one, but it wasn't enough. Okay, just taking 25 bucks. Still may work out, but I thought that bounce would be coming sooner. It needed to come sooner. So at this point, I feel like it could really go either direction. And I don't like either directions. I don't like 50-50 odds. So yeah, in hindsight, would have been totally fine. Would have gotten a profitable trade. But like I said, I gave it time. It didn't work out. It didn't happen within the time that I wanted to see it happen. And now, yeah, I get it. And I understand. Save yourself the finger power. Clay, look at it now. I get it. But per the strategy, it became a 50-50 in my mind. And I don't like 50-50 chances. That's gambling. I don't like, it could go either way. No. That's not how you gain an edge in the market. I thought I had an edge. And I mean, I still did have an edge, right? Because ultimately, I wasn't quite right, but I still got a winning trade out of it. But I wasn't right enough to put myself in the, an area where I could have gotten, a better trade. So in hindsight, granted, full disclosure, I'm trading in hindsight, so it's easy to sound smart here. But yeah, probably should have adjusted that down to like 23.50, 23.25, and I would have been in a much better position. But I mean, again, that is all pure hindsight right there. I'm still interested. If it wants to drop some more, then I'd be interested in starting the sequence again. But as far as that one, it reached that point where I felt as though it was a 50-50 chance of what direction it wanted to go. And at that point, kind of just had to wave the white flag and get out. So I'm glad that I got out with a small win. I mean, that could have also maybe needed to accept a small loss. But you know what? Small loss, small win. Obviously, I'll choose a small win every time. But yeah, encouraging to know that it's, I was generally speaking right. But that's why trading's difficult, because just because you're right in the general sense doesn't mean you're actually going to capitalize on the trade. But I'm still definitely interested in this if it wants to drop down some more. But it's going to need to get down to around the 1080-ish, give or take range for me to be interested. So we'll see what happens, but I'll go ahead and pause. All right, I have an order at 1950 here. Got those. So now it's just a bit of a waiting game. See if Tesla can get back up over 1080. At 1950. I'm looking for Tesla to get back up over 1080. Tesla 1080. That's what I'm just watching, observing. There it is. So I got to take a break even on that one. Dang. I got a little greedy. I left my order up there at 2025, which I think now would have been out. But if you scroll back, you'll see that it went up, came back, and then when it came back, that's when I just had to bail. Again, at that point, you just don't know. It became too much of a 50-50 once again at that point. If I'm judging myself, yeah, I think greed infiltrated that one because, and I mean, now I would have definitely been perfectly fine. But again, I was probably already a bit greedy on that one. I think for the video's sake, I don't want to sit here and have like another $25 gain or something like that. So I think I was like, oh, just go for it. Go for the go for 375, maybe even get 500 on it. And I didn't change the order. And when it got up there, and like I said, scroll back, you'll see I was on the best offer, but I didn't get hit. And then it started to come down, and that's when I sold. And and the funny thing and ironic way is I didn't want to sell because I was a little greedy because of the YouTube voice saying, do I really want to post a video where I'm making just $25 again? And then I ended up making $0. I mean, I actually lost money on it because of commissions, but. So needless to say, I'm struggling with today on this one. I just can't quite pinpoint where these entry points need to be, and I'm paying the price for it with having to kind of get a little finicky with these exits. For those of you that have watched past videos, you've seen me make these trades, and I mean quite literally, it's just boom, and I'm out within seconds. Sometimes, very very short amount of seconds, and I'm making great money. Okay, well let's potentially try this again. If this thing wants to get down around 1070, then I am interested. So throwing out an order at 16, and let's see if this thing can get down to the 1070s. So I will pause for now and keep you updated. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try to pick up a put here. 1525, just one put. I admit this could be a revenge trade. This could be a frustration trade. I mean, the setup's quality, but is it like A+? Probably not, no. All right, in there. Now, if this goes in my favor, I'm not going to make a bunch of money. And if it goes against me, I'm not going to lose a bunch of money. But like I said, it's not some sort of random dart throw trade. But is it like quality A+ setup? No, I wouldn't say that either. So if I'm being brutally honest with myself, kind of a mixture of a revenge trade here. But again, if I'm not, I don't know, but at least I'm acknowledging this, that it's not an A++ setup via position size, right? So again, it's not a random dart throw trade. There is logic. I could see it working out, but it's I would definitely not consider this some sort of world-breaking setup either. Watch this thing drop like $20 when I'm sitting here saying it's not a... I want to see it down below 1076. That's definitely the key point. $10.76. Can it get that break? Bit of a bounce back upwards. Let's see if it wants to come back down. All right, I will go ahead and pause. All right, maybe coming down to 1076, which again is that level that I want to see broken. And once again, just putzing around this area. So I'm just going to take my $90 and move on. So that feels good. Now that may sound backwards. What do you mean it felt good, a revenge trade? Well, it wasn't a revenge trade in the sense of it made no sense. It was a trade where I was just feeling frustrated, and I wanted to make a trade. I found a setup that was good enough. But again, what's the big difference here? Did I take it with the 5 contracts, which I'd done previously? I did not. I took it with 1, just to get. And I don't even know how to describe it. Maybe I'm trying to justify doing something wrong, but it's not wrong because, again, it was a quality setup. And in my defense, it's actually working out quite nicely. So if anything, that the critique might be, hey, Clay, moron, that was actually a way better setup than you thought it was. Why didn't you do 3 contracts instead of 5? Why did you only do 1? So like I said, in my defense, it worked out, and it's actually working out even better than what I was willing to take the profit for. But like I said, clearly, I think what some of it had to do with the YouTube voice, and the YouTube voice is a very real thing, meaning, Clay, do you really want to post a video where you make 1 trade and you make $25 and then you make another trade and you make $0? Like, really, Clay, do you want to post that? And I don't know why that's bothering me, considering I've posted videos for you longer time viewers where, I'm actually like losing money and stuff like that. So, but I don't know. The YouTube voice can be a weird one. So it's just, like I said, and I fully am aware that if you've never traded before or throw money, I sound like a crazy person to you talking about all these voices in my head. But before you cast total judgment, because I admit it does sound weird. I understand how you would think I sound like a crazy person. But before you cast full judgment, just get out there, trade with some real money. And it's got to be money that you care about, right? But get out there, trade with some money that you care about, and you're going to notice you got a bunch of voices in your head that you didn't know about. And then when you do YouTube videos, yeah, there's even another voice that comes in, because I have no problem at all admitting, and I've admitted it many times, and I'll continue to make. I want to make cool YouTube videos. I want to make good YouTube videos. Now, I'll still post whatever, and you, again, like I said already, you longer time viewers, you've seen videos where it's just like, really, Clay, that you posted that? Well, yeah, if I hit the record button, it's going on YouTube. So the point here is not I'm only going to post awesome videos, but when I do hit that record button, my goal is 100% to make cool YouTube videos. And when I don't feel like they're going to be that cool, as you saw here, like I said, not a revenge trade, but almost a YouTube trade. Maybe that's what I'm trying to get at, is because it wasn't a revenge trade, but it was more so a YouTube trade to try to make this video better and just get another trade into the mix there, which, again, wasn't some sort of random trade. Now look at this move. Wasn't a random trade, but it certainly wasn't exactly an A+ setup. So right there, I mean, yeah, it wasn't A+. It worked out, but it's not like it was a home run trade or anything, as it's now bouncing back upwards. But we could put, 1090 is a very interesting area for potential. So, all right, well, let me stop talking here. Trying to figure out what strike price do I want to stay at. I'll stay at that one. Yeah. 1090 would be interested in some puts if it wants to get up their full share size, full contract size at 5. That would definitely not be some sort of random trade. But yeah, let's see if this thing can get up to that 1090 mark. I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order at 21.25. And missed it. So let's go down to 20.75. I'm being extra picky on this one, just because I want to make sure that I'm not rushing the entry point just for the sake of the YouTube voice. At this point, I'm going to go to 20.50. Now we'll go ahead and pause for now. All right, just broke through this trend line. I'm going to try to pick up some at 3,400 shares on IGMS. So right now, oh my, no, never mind. Tesla is actually back in play. Did I hit record? Let me make sure of that real quick. I did. Okay, Tesla back in play. Interested at 1102. Trying to find the strike prices here. It's definitely caught me. So yeah, let's see if Tesla wants to get up. 26. Yeah. So, all right. So if Tesla wants to get up around 11:02, I am interested. So let's see what happens. I'll pause. So I am wrapping up the day here. Nothing has taken place, and left the recording open just in case I stumbled across something late day, but nothing did ever come about. So 3 trades and up $115, and absolutely do not want to post this video, but I will post it just so you can see that not every single day can be a massive winner. Some days are just a struggle. Some days you just quite don't have it, but hopefully there's some encouragement in that too, to show that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have quote unquote it all the time to still be able to make money. Yeah, maybe it's not as much money as you want to make, but you don't have to be perfect. You just got to have a strategy. You got to have those rules. You kind of got to know when you should, how you should be maneuvering within the market, and you are normal to have days like this. But like I said, if anything, hopefully I can offer you up some encouragement that perfection, not a requirement to be able to make money in the markets. Because, yeah, some days like this happen. But, yeah, it is what it is. So don't want to post it, but you'll see it. So if anything, if you appreciate the transparency, hit that like button, leave a simple comment below. Those things go a long way in communicating to me that you enjoy these videos. And as long as I know people are enjoying, then I will continue to record these live videos. So everybody take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.